Yo, what's good, bro? Today we're doing something different, bro. Something actually very different, bro. We're reacting, but not only we're reacting, bro. Not only that, bro. We're actually reacting to live content, bro. You know why? Because R6 Ewods fucking play it. Great. Esports World Cup for R6 is beginning today, bro. It's beginning today, bro. Actually, I don't know if the whole Esports World Cup is beginning today, but I don't care about all of that, bro. I only care about R6. You know why? Because I like this game, bro. I like this game to a certain point. Okay. Yeah, bro, and today we're gonna be reacting to it, and yeah, bro, pretty much, yeah. We actually have the play-in today and tomorrow, which is like the teams that are like barely making it. Actually, no, it's not. It's like a lower bracket of the lower bracket or something like that, bro. Anyways, we have like bottom barrel teams, bro. I can just show this actually. We have no, that's predictions. Can I show the... There you go. We have the play-ins today, bro. 2 groups of play-ins. 4 teams each group, bro. And I'm saying Fnatic takes Group B, bro. Obviously, maybe, I don't know. And Group A, I'm saying Shopify Rebellion, probably, bro. This team, never saw this team in my life. Tai Lu, yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. Tai Lu, yeah, bro. Maybe in a different game, not Siege though, bro. Chiefs, I've seen Chiefs, bro. Maybe they're good. I don't know, bro. But I'm saying Shopify Rebellion takes this group, and Fnatic takes this group. I haven't seen Fnatic play in a long time, bro. In a very long time, bro. King Zero Esports, never seen this in my life. CAG, bro. Is the thing though. I'm not too sure about this group, bro. But CAG, because yeah, like I just don't know how to speak English, and personally, I'm probably just gonna end stream right here, you know, and yeah, bro. I don't know CAG, bro. CAG Osaka, bro. CAG by Varel, whoever that is, bro. I don't know if they've came back now and they're bigger, than better, and than ever, yes, bro. But I'm saying Fnatic maybe takes this group. And those are my predictions, actually, right here. Shopify Rebellion and Fnatic. Here we go, bro. I missed whatever that was.
Hey, Twisted Minds as well. Come on,
yeah, Twisted Minds. Yeah. To be fair, you've got to respect both.
But they're in Siege.
Thank you. I do agree with that. But obviously, you know, we're from the APL. We love Weibo. However, I think that what kind of culminates.
What game is that? Okay. Yeah, bro. I don't know. That's probably a different game, bro. I don't know how this Esports World Cup thing works. You know, prediction started. Okay, so first game, CAG versus Fnatic, bro. I need Fnatic to win. I need them to win, bro. I need them to win, bro. So I'm actually gonna go all in, because they maybe will win. I don't know. You know, you can never be too sure, bro. You can never be too sure, but I'm just gonna go all in on predictions. You can't even see it because my face is there. Yeah, bro. I want Fnatic to win this game. And I think right after this game is... Damn, this guy's crying, bro. Right after this game is Shopify Rebel. Actually, I have the wait. I can just go on the fucking thing, bro. The schedule, bro. There you go. Yeah, right after this game. There you go. Shopify Rebellion against Out Ulok. Who is this, bro? What is Out Ula Club, bro? Alright. This guy doesn't even have a picture, bro. Are we that ass? Yeah, bro, GG. Yeah, if these guys somehow win, bro, they're like goats, bro. They deserve it. You know what? They deserve it, bro. They have 2 followers. They have 2 followers on the Ubisoft platform, bro. It's a new team, bro. It's a new team. It just got created, bro. Yeah, pretty much. Again, this matchup, I don't even know. I swear, Los like doesn't make it to events because their visa always fails or something like that. Chiefs probably winning this, maybe. I don't know. This game, this I don't know, bro. The CAG, the new CAG, bro. They could be good, they could be bad, bro. But yeah, they could be, bro. They could be, you know. So I'm just gonna wait until the game starts. Should be 8 more minutes, bro. Yeah, bro. Pretty much, bro. Pretty much. Yeah, bro. Group stage playoffs. Okay. Well, oh yeah, the title, bro. The title of the stream, bro. Let's go Wildcard. Wildcard is the best team, bro, that will ever exist, bro. No one can prove me wrong, bro. And they're gonna win. Okay? They're gonna win, bro. Yeah, bro. Let's go Wildcard, I guess, bro. Exclusive P90 skin, bro. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Cool skin, bro. Really cool skin, bro. Wow. Anyways, bro.
Truly the most unique trophy
oh,
system.
Look at this, look at this, look at this. There you go. Event timeline. Okay. Week 1. Oh, okay. Okay. No, okay. Week 1. Valorant, whatever this is, Delta 2. Fatal Fury. Yo, what are these games, bro? FC? Week, what week are we on, bro? Siege. We're on weeks. What? Yo, am I tripping, bro?
That's crazy.
I'll make it easier, right? If he has 0 Ps, I'll win by default.
Yo, what's good, Ghost?
Because I cannot compete against Magnus.
What's up, Ghost?
You reckon I could stay? No, I could.
Okay, just mute this, bro. What is up, Ghost, bro? Just waiting for this game to start already, bro. Let's go, bro. Come on. What's your plans for the day? We're watching, dude. We're watching the first day of the Siege Esports World Cup, dude. Okay? Yeah, pretty much, bro. I'm gonna watch, Taichi. Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. You said it, bro. Yeah, pretty much, bro. I don't know what else to say. When does this shit start, bro? 5 minutes, bro.
Once, right? Everyone knows
tournament
that.
format.
Actually, CNL, they don't know that because they play BO3s in their region. Yeah. But anyway,
I'm glad that you mentioned CNL because for the first time at EWC for Rainbow Six, we have 22 teams competing, so many different clubs vying for the club championship and also for the title.
22 teams, yet Wildcard's still winning. Yo, someone follow me as well. By the way, I didn't get the notification again, bro. Maybe they're not in the stream. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Attending teams.
A couple of names that really stick off the board just to begin with here. You're looking at your Falcons, you're looking at your EPs.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
attending what? What are we talking about here?
That is a lot of teams. That is a lot of opportunity to play different opponents from different regions you may never have even seen before.
No, it's true. And I think it comes down to teams having to really need to dig deep and have adaptability because there's so many different regions, have said, different teams, different play styles. You need to focus on what you can do differently and just matching yourself to every opponent as well.
8 of the 22 there.
Today's schedule, bro.
You can only imagine
on Stream A. Okay, Stream A.
Of course, today's schedule. Important to note that we kickstart with a very big matchup. At least if you're an
I'm very
big matchup.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
what
we
was
all
that?
have quite a personal attachment to our first
across
game.
the screen.
Whoa.
You don't?
I do have a big one. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah?
Well, fortunately enough for you, how about we talk about Fnatic for a second? In fact,
Fnatic, bro.
It's
Fnatic.
a brand new day for them, Nick.
It is, bro.
New day, Rob. Yeah. Okay. So something crazy's happened. Okay. For the first time in 6 years, Fnatic have qualified, important to note, because they were invited to Reload in Rio. They qualified for a T1 international tournament. And the correlation between 6 years ago, SI 2020, and today the EWC 2026
what do you mean SI
is that
2020?
the last
They
victory
played
they
in
had
like
SI
2022.
was beating G2, sending them to lower bracket. My team back then, right? That hurts.
Sucker.
And then now, 6 years later, the way in which they qualified for this event was beating G2 and gatekeeping them from EWC.
Without a doubt, the largest upset coming into this event is the fact that G2 didn't make it.
They're not here.
Of course. And Fnatic, like you said, they have a bit of a history with G2, back with the Australian Fnatic roster, and when you were on G2. That was one of the greatest upsets in APAC. Unfortunately, one of the biggest moments for APAC. I mean, it's the only time we've ever had a team at the Six Invitational make it to the top 6 from the APAC region. But we have a new dawn for a lot of these APAC teams, one of which is CAG by Varel, who of course will be fighting against Fnatic today. But Fnatic, for them, this is their first chance in such a long time. They took a gamble. They made 2 big roster changes coming in to the last stage of competition. Can they actually make a splash on the international stage remains to be seen.
It certainly does. Fnatic this, Fnatic that. Let's start talking about Fnatic.
It was a great feeling to beat G2 and knock them out from qualifying for EWC. I think that we got a lot of confidence from that, you know.
I mean, it was fun. It was a good game. Really good series. Enjoyed it. A lot of adapting, a lot of playing with what we see rather than predetermined plans.
I think one of the big reasons we beat G2 is the pressure that they had. They lost to Falcons before, and then they had to face us, and it was either like do or die situation. So a lot of pressure on them. Yeah, the G2 roster is unreal. Yeah, I mean they have the GOAT, Shaiko, they have Alamel, Great RGL, they have Doki, who's like veteran, and then obviously they have Stompen, like one of the best players, if not the best player in the world.
It's been pretty difficult. There's been lots of ups, lots of lows, really bad games, really good games, comebacks. It's always stuff to improve. We want to get to at least the group stage. There is a lot of big names, but I think from scrims, why we know we can play against these people.
What's up, bro?
We just got to hope we show it on game day.
Like we have a good chance of making the main event. Just gotta make
Who's
sure our confidence
that guy?
is high,
There used to be a guy. That's the only guy I knew that he was on Fnatic.
Alright,
we're here to compete.
We're here to compete, mate.
Obviously, a very big talking point straight off the bat.
I don't know any of these, bro. I don't know any of these players. They
Fnatic.
fully changed the roster, bro.
Has that improved this roster? Has that been a deciding factor as to why they're here?
Put me on Liquipedia.
Back in the day, Pengu, and now he was one of the very important reasons as to why they failed to qualify here. And Fnatic, I mean, for them, it's been such a long period of, sadly, mediocrity. A lot of people have relegated them into this position in the EML. They're always going to be a bottom to mid-pack EML team, but they'll never actually qualify for another event. Citizen himself, he had quite a stint over in the North American League. He comes back to Europe.
Show me the
player
roster history, bro.
Secret. Finally jumps over to Fnatic just before this event started, just before stage 1. And look at what he's managed to achieve.
Yeah, and what are the expectations, right? It's going to be another secret situation where they're going to fall short. It's a new roster. They're not going to qualify for anything, right? It's going to take at least 6 months. Wrong. Beating G2, qualifying here, and we say Citizen this, Citizen that. That's the experienced player that joined. But Smith, new rookie, also joined Fnatic at the same time.
Who do I remember, bro? Who do I remember?
As well, playing the shields, helping the team adapt and whatnot. And I think watching them today against CIG, we're going to be watching Citizen, but also Smith.
I think for a roster with as much history as this Fnatic team do back in the day with Rogue, you know, Deepak was on that team that won the Berlin Major 4 years ago. We know that this team has championship contending.
Yo, who was that one guy, bro? There used to be a guy on
years upon years of being in this rebuilding phase.
That's going to be the biggest question, I think, on everyone's mind at the moment, Nick, is...
Fnatic. I don't know,
they
bro.
did well, right? They knocked out G2. They solidified a spot here at EWC. But the bigger question is, how deep can they make it? Because you heard there, the goal is groups and also maybe
let me see, bro. Let me see.
I can see why, though. I mean, you look at the EML statistic that they had, right? They actually beat all the strong teams during the group stage. They beat your Virtus Pro, they beat your Falcons, they beat your G2, etc. But then they lose to all the weaker teams. I'm thinking,
all
do
these
they not
players,
have the
bro.
confidence against teams that are off their own level?
I'm trying to like,
but then they think,
because I remember watching them play and they lost
really, because as you mentioned,
on like Cafe or something. I don't know.
So they got 7-0'd by GK.
Exactly.
GK historically, like,
after beating G2.
I know. All the way up and then all the way down again. But one thing is for sure, it's been such a huge Fnatic in the last 6 months. Such a huge glow up for Fnatic. 7th place in kickoff to 4th place in stage 1 and qualifying for the Esports World Cup. The sky's the limit, but it's going to be a challenge because they have to go through the play-ins. Only 2 teams
Who's
will progress
Bikini
out of the
Bodhi,
8
bro?
in this phase of the game, and they're up against the best team out of Japan.
Yeah, they certainly are. And there's no question about that either. We did have questions. Maybe D+ was going to be able to contend against them. But
this guy,
honestly, CAG have just looked unbelievable. And I think that this new, I want to say new roster. It's not a new
This
roster,
guy used to
the
play.
The new look, the new way.
He's a fucking analyst now. I remember him like
also as well. We've got to talk about Sparky.
places shot the map. Or is that not him? I don't know.
A new iteration of it, Nick. It just feels like it's more cohesive. It's a more entire package.
Yeah, I think it's more serious, more disciplined as well. And to kind of give you guys a picture of just how strong it's been, they were undefeated throughout all of groups, right? We're going to playoffs in APL, and
Chibisu,
and then
bro.
They drop one map 3 times, and they drop it to D+,
I remember.
D+,
but that's not the guy. That's not the guy.
So
It's he used to be a different guy. He used to be like Russian.
Stage 1. They've been super dominant, and we speak to Spark in interviews, and they actually use a lot of stage 1 simply for practice.
He used to
they
be
said
Russian.
they went into those games not looking at their opponent because Sparky, the coach, wanted the players to learn adaptation on the fly or adaptation on the fly. So he said, guys, I'm not gonna help you. You're gonna be the server. You
why don't he not have
everything.
photos?
Because I don't help you.
All
You
these
need to problem
people,
solve.
bro.
So they're spending a big portion of the stage that qualifies for EWC as practice.
And the three of us are very familiar with the APAC League, so we have a
What
very
am I
intimate look
thinking
at
of, bro?
CAG. But for most people from the
Jigsaw.
international scene, they look at this roster, that the name CAG, it's meant so much
Bro,
for many, many years. But to be honest, what it has meant is a guaranteed qualification for these events and then guaranteed mediocrity when you come to these events. Infamously grouped every single time. But
wait.
the spell was broken just over a year ago when they went to Rio for the Reload event.
I don't know.
The first time an
It wasn't
team
that
has ever done
2025
so, and they look phenomenal.
Yeah.
Since then, it's been a year of heartbreak.
Fnatic, bro,
after some
Fnatic.
roster turbulence. They've got
When did I
their
see
former
them?
coach, who basically
How do I
was an
see the-
emergency
okay.
sub for stage 2 last year, and then they realize, hang on,
What?
this guy is really good, and he can bring a whole new dimension
What?
of support
Yo,
to the team. And then it
Fnatic?
took a
Am I
little bit of time
thinking of
to
the
figure
same-
out who was
Oh
the
my
best
God, I'm
coach to
thinking
go
of a
and fill
different team.
Diddy's role. Now
I'm
they have
thinking of a
Sparky, as you
different
said,
team,
dialing in
bro.
from Italy, and he's here, of course, in Paris with us. And I think
Fnatic,
finally we
bro.
do
I'm
have
thinking of a
this
different
new
team,
look
bro.
CAG. This isn't the same team that was cagging their way through the Mexico Major.
Dude.
This is an APAC team.
I'm thinking of Virtus, bro.
That has serious talent and can actually start contending for titles.
I'm thinking of Virtus Pro, bro.
I would agree with that. However, the caveat being how many matches
Pasha,
have they
bro.
won internationally in the last
Well,
3
No.
years?
I'm glad that you brought that up because since making it to the
Shepard,
grand final
Shepard,
in Brazil,
Shepard.
they haven't won a single map
Like,
internationally. You know, Munich
joystick.
Major, Salt Lake City Major, disappointment.
Stop.
After disappointment. but I'm on the APAC Copium. I'm telling you,
They're gonna win
this is the
today.
moment. This is the moment.
Could this be
I don't know.
This could
Maybe
very
it is.
well
It has
be
to
the
be.
moment.
It has to be. I do agree with that. It actually, I feel like
I
this
don't-
is kind of
I don't know.
we're on a verge right now of CAG, who have actually been picked up by Varel, so it's technically
2025?
Varel.
It is, and I think that this is now
It was
a turning
6
point for that
invitational.
roster. I think it's a turning point for the region.
Think.
If they can start actually competing at international events like we know they can, Nick, they could well go deep in these kind of tournaments, and I don't think there's any reason why they shouldn't. You look at the roster, you look at the players, you look at someone like Chibisu that has just gone absolutely
Anyways, bro,
over the
yeah.
last 12 months. They've got the ingredients for this.
They do. And a big thing that we learned from Sparky was actually it's been a mental problem for CAG, and this is common across
this
all
copyright?
of APL, especially when you.
Just 5 into nothing, bro. Yo, if I don't get a viewer, bro, I might just end stream. Okay. And just delete the VOD, bro. Let's go, bro. Wrap it up. Is it a best of what? Best of what, bro? Best of 1. Whoa. Best of 1. Zaka. Sharif, bro. I know Sharif. I know Sharif, bro. That's the only person I know. Alright. Okay, the banning. The banning.
have
My bad.
strode through the APAC League fairly unscathed,
Yeah.
but it's a whole different kettle of fish once you get into the big leagues. You're playing at the esports.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
World Cup on the international stage when they haven't won a map in over a year on that international stage. And for Fnatic, of course, they are underdogs in their own right. 7th place in Europe just 3 months ago, and now they're back into it. They're back on stage, and it's a chance for them to show that they can play at the top level, not just domestically, but here on the world stage as well.
And of course,
Let's
no
go,
big surprise
baby.
here. We see a shield ban right off the rip here, and I think that's going to be the big focus point for me.
Can I see the game?
Varel and Fnatic. For both teams attacking side, we have to look at Anderson and DD playing the shield,
Fnatic
and of
on
course,
defense
Smith playing
fast,
them
bro.
from the side of
Fnatic on
Fnatic.
defense
He's gonna be
fast.
instrumental. So right here,
Shut up, bro. Fnatic got defense first. That's good, bro. I don't remember. I don't exactly remember. What's the last Salt Lake Major, bro? That's the last thing I watched. I'm pretty sure it's up to six rounds, and then it swaps sides, you know? Yeah, basically. You know what, basement on bank. We're playing bank. Yeah, bro. I don't really know how to commentate. Because I like the audio in the back, but then these men are speaking behind me, so I probably...
I look at what Anaton can achieve on that blitz. I look at a lineup like this with so
Okay,
much
this guy's in the
tactical
building somehow
potential
already.
with the Sens to create these
probably 'cause he
prevented
started
lines
me.
of sight with
You
the
gotta-
King to go for a flash exclusive play.
Wait.
Anaton
There's no one
actually
there,
gets
though.
deep
Like, what are you
into
shooting at?
Printer very early. He's into open area.
What is this shield skin,
Wants
bro?
to try and clear out a lot of this roam from Fnatic, but he receives a lot
where's
of
the ban?
damage
Okay,
for
they
it.
banned
FNC now
Muncie,
peel
bro.
back
That's
the
the
layers
shield
of
they
their
banned.
defense, but they have not given up on this roam.
Too
we
loud.
see Tashanga from the basement shooting up the Molotovs through the hatch, trying to support the roam game for as long as
There you go.
possible.
That's nice,
Fnatic
okay.
don't want to surrender too much for free. It's about holding on for as long as you
they're
possibly can.
all in
Kill as
basement
many
right now.
drones, do a little bit of damage towards Anderson if it's a half, for example.
They took
and
over,
then fall on
like,
back. That's the
one
first
half.
decision for Fnatic. When is that timer going to be? About 2 minutes.
So they already pushed
The
them down,
second,
bro.
the big question is, are you
That's
gonna
not
fight
good,
on
yo.
the server staircase? Are they going to fall back and surrender
They
server
did
as
get,
well?
like,
This is the
damage a
other
bit,
area
though,
which
on
you can
fucking
fight for
Blitz,
time.
which is
If
good.
you look
Yeah,
at
it's
the
good.
defense, there's Scoria canisters, smoke, and Tashanga. So I
They
believe
got the
that
hatch.
Deepak
What hatch?
can comfortably stay on the server staircase and just play for his life.
I don't know.
With the hatch not being
One
open,
of the
he has made that
hatches
decision.
in
He's
whatever
gonna
it's
stick
called.
around.
It's a challenge for Deepak now.
He's dead,
Takes
because
a
I don't
lot
know
of
why he's
damage.
pushing that.
Already receiving a few few shots early.
That's good though. That's good. We're winning, bro. We're winning actually. Because Wildcard is my team, not Fnatic. But still.
Finds a second kill. Goodbye to DD. Jibisu will trade eventually, but the damage has been done by Fnatic.
Yo, who is that D-Pack,
They
bro?
got one more set of Heart Breach, of course, on Chibisu. They got the sense and the info from Solid Snake. Now we see those score fires burning 20 seconds each, and a Rooney lasers on the hatch.
Minute
So
left.
it means the Fnatic, they have a very good idea of where that attack will be coming from, forcing CJ Bavaro, spending that final piece of util to burn the lasers. It's a must-do in this situation.
Oh, they don't got a set. Yeah, GG.
Not the way you want
to. Fnatic won the whole game, bro. Just
Shuri does have time to get recollected.
FF, bro. Slash FF. Come on. Let's go.
Nitro cell still available here for Fnatic.
A Rooney and Garage, bro. That's like okay. I mean, I don't really like play Garage, bro, on bank basement. That's kind of weird.
They have strong positions,
but that's me, bro. And I'm okay. Wait, 3v3. Shit. Yeah, they got no HP, bro. He's fine. Fuck. If he
trying to force it down, Sharip and Zaka both find
did they plant?
It's up to Smith.
They didn't plant.
For
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not able to deny the rounds. An eruption.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's over, bro.
They steal the first round.
What did I say? They want to make a statement. How about that? 3v4. They lost the position, lost the shield.
Yeah, bro.
They are down numbers. They get injured on the hatch. And yet, it's a round victory from CAG Bavaro. The last bit of Smith, the Shanga stuck between two different attackers.
That's just unlucky, bro.
A very big moment for CAG. I mean, whoever's going to win that first round, that's confidence. That makes you feel, okay, guys, we got this. Big sigh of relief.
That, like, it just, like, gives you, like a little adrenaline boost,
it's going to be a much more challenging
for the whole game.
Argue.
The fact that you win the first round, bro.
That should have been the round.
Yeah, very much so.
It should have, bro. It should have been the round.
We talked about this, but
it should have.
Attacker-sided map. You don't expect the defense to get more than 2
okay,
or 3
the
rounds
2F
on
now.
their
Whoa!
And for Fnatic, already looking so good in the first
yeah,
round,
did the fucking spectator get kicked from the game?
Fnatic fumbled at the end of it. The fact that K grabbed that round,
they kicked the spectator from the game
and took it at the end of it. It's a missed opportunity for Fnatic that they may regret later on. And that's the thing we know about CAG, of course, for the longest time. They have been known to be the hyper-aggressive, the risk-takers, the innovators. They're going to really play a lot of cheesy strats that a lot of other teams won't do as much. They really lean into the shields. They love the Ying. They love shotguns on attack. And we've seen a maturity from them recently where they can still play that play style, but they do it with another level of understanding of the win conditions of the game. And that's what has made them so deadly, not just within the APAC region, but the potential for what they can do on the international stage has very much been talked about aplenty. They just haven't been able to prove it.
Another thing is, if you play, of course, domestically up against CG in scrims and practice and whatnot, you kind of know how they play the game. But Fnatic, they play in Europe. They haven't played these guys in ages. As a matter of fact, went back and checked the organizations of CAG and Fnatic, and the last time that the organization played each other was 2023, when Fnatic had a team in the Japanese league. So there's no inside knowledge here. There's no player on the server that goes, you know what, I know how CAG they play. I played them before. That's just not a thing. And they also don't just have, like you said, the fast or the slow, the new look, the old look. They have so much more depth, and you cannot underestimate them. When you're up against a team where you gotta look online for the vaults to get some information, well, guess what? They play in APL. We do a bit of trolling sometimes in APL. People play Kavera on bank for no reason. So you look at CAG and go, what was the last 2 games that they had on bank? Okay, against Scars, they won. Scars played Kavera twice. CAG played Tasha. Okay, that's not a real VOD. What do you learn from that? You go into this completely
let's get the game rolling, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I think, the danger of going up against a team that perhaps you underestimate. And I have to admit, like, as a guy who's been following the APAC
bro, I
mean,
mean,
I'm from the APAC region.
That you are.
For the entirety of APAC's history in this game, like, we have always been
technical difficulties. What's up, bro?
And in fact, until recently, when the CNL got added, APAC APAC was always regarded as the worst region, and people just didn't like. Respect is not given; it's earned. And nothing is granted. Everything is
not
earned,
given, it's
as we
earned.
love to say here at the
Aura.
Esports World Cup.
That's
But
it.
it's very much true for the respect of
What are
different
these
regions.
monitors,
I mean,
bro?
Brazil didn't have a lot of respect until they earned it by making it to
I gotta
grand
say
finals
that.
and
What
taking
is this
championships.
monitor,
APAC has never earned that same level of respect because no team from the Asia Pacific has ever won an international
tilt their monitor
event.
so
Now, we've had
the
upsets here
monitor,
and
like,
there,
stand.
but over the last, it's been 10 years almost, you would have
What's up with
expected
the
to see
lighting, bro?
a little bit more
So the monitor
football
arm is,
out
like,
of
not
these
in the way.
APAC teams. And sometimes that does lead teams from other
So that
regions,
kinda
even,
smart.
4th seed out of Europe, Fnatic, to look at APAC teams and think,
But what are these
I mean,
monitors,
we'll
bro?
probably
They use,
win that one.
like,
Obviously,
Dowie.
we'll try hard, but it's going to be a very different story to when we start playing some Brazilian teams or some North American teams. And I think that it can be the enemy of many rosters and many teams' expectations going into it. You got to make sure you curb your enthusiasm. Don't let your understanding
OBS
of a
bot.
CAG from 5 years ago tarnish the opponent that you're playing against today.
Yeah, and just speaking to the
Can we get the
history
game
of
going,
APAC teams,
please?
right? I mean, Norango, they had a moment. D+, they had a moment. Fnatic had a moment back in the day.
I mean, CAG have had two.
I hate how that's the like
tournaments as
full
well.
name, like it's put
But,
in
I mean,
their
people
name,
often
tagged
forget,
by
yes,
Varel,
technically
bro.
CAG were grouped at
Or
the
Varel,
event I'm
whatever his
speaking
fucking
about, but the
name is.
Mexican
Okay,
region
okay,
in
we're back.
2021,
Good.
Even though they were grouped, it's the only time in Rainbow Six history we've ever had a
US.
tiebreaker
Yeah.
so tight we actually had to play an entire tiebreaker
Right.
match.
Yep.
Just to determine which of the two teams should progress into the playoffs from the groups. It was CAG
I mean,
and
bro.
Team 1, featuring Alamau.
Solus.
Before the G2 days.
Yeah, before he was on G2.
Alamau.
And Team 1 with Alamau went on to win that entire major.
Yeah.
And that team almost lost because of CAG. There was only just one tiebreaker match that allowed Team 1 to go
So
through
literally
that.
one round difference there. Had CG won by one
You
round.
won the
or
Salt
lost
Lake
by
days,
one
right?
round, would it- yeah.
Team 1 never won that major.
Exactly. And then maybe Alamar doesn't go G2, but a lot of implications
dark.
all of a sudden, right?
Of course.
So, no, they've been here for a long time, the boys from CAG, and they've stocked most of the roster also very consistently. It's not often that you see a team go to event after event, fall short technically, and then stick the roster and get better and better and better, but they truly have. And if you're curious about the whole like Saka name here from Dokkaebi,
Rain.
it's Arcoli.
Yes.
Arcoli, same player, but different name. That happened stage 1 in kickoff,
yeah.
maybe, I think,
Yes.
earlier this year.
The only player that's really
late.
changed for CAG by Varel for quite some time is DD moving in from that coaching position to be on the starting
is-
roster. which
Yo,
happened
can you just
after they
show
went to the
me,
grand
bro?
Finals at Reload. It was halfway
Major,
through
Salt
the
Lake
following
Major.
stage that he jumped in.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean,
Salty last. Yo.
it's just been like a dream. It's been far better
Salt
than
Lake
anyone
City.
could have expected. Notably, if we do get to see some Shield
Who
play
won?
later, DD is a very different kind of Shield player to Hannes. Let's focus up on Fnatic. They're the ones that have
It
a shield
was
at the
Dark
moment.
Zero, was it?
The young guy.
Was it actually? Yeah,
Shield in
NJR.
front of his face, trying to hold on to a
Base
very
can.
undefensible bomb site here on the top floor.
Yeah.
I can't.
Almost unplayable. I mean, with the Asami band here from CG in particular, almost nothing is playable. And there's not even like a castle or a mirror in play right now from Fnatic. They're playing a much more, I'm going to say, proactive
Grand-
defense right now.
What?
They got DMRing from Deathshot.
Oh, I
they got
remember that
Shield
shit, bro. Yeah,
transformation,
Dark
they
Zero
got
against
Solar
Shopify
Contributor
Rebellion. They both got
Galaxy and Pantanal later on, which is why we
I don't
see Saka downstairs in archives constantly holding on to
Yeah,
the downstairs
oh
area
my
to
god, I
decide
remember that
itself,
shit, bro.
Because they can't go for a
Spoiled
plan if Solar's
shit
gonna
on
be beneath
like
them. So
something,
this
bro.
is actually CG being tested now and problem solving in many different areas at the same
What's
time.
up? What's going on, bro?
Doing a great job so far.
Flash
They
getting
get the
banned.
walls
Mar.
back, they left a bit of coverage, and he's on the Thermite this time around, so a bit more free in the server. Can become the entry, can become the planter. A lot of options here for CAG.
I like the way that CAG used that Dokkaebi as well to deal a little bit of damage to the clash of Smiths.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
tiny bit of tick damage you
got
can get
fun.
onto a clash is highly valuable. The execute will
True.
likely come in the form of the
That
candles
goes-
from the
that goes
Ying
for, like,
and some
any
smoke
shield
grenades, but it is very
thing,
finicky,
bro.
very
Any
challenging
shield,
to get done. As Shuri makes his way inside.
He could have fucked
gets
Flash
peek
there,
by
by the
Citizen,
way.
takes him down,
He
and
left the
finally
shield, he
Anderson
could have
will
fucked
finish
him
off the
up.
clash.
Oh,
The gates
yeah.
are open here.
Dude.
The CAG Fnatic have to have a response.
He's okay. Wait, he's down. No, he's
How
down.
they do it? They lost so many bodies already. Another injured, another confirmed as well. Even just 2 members against 3 from CAG.
Be free.
The Deepak
Okay,
is held on
fine.
from the elevators.
I don't know he's
Now the
dead
top of
yet.
Banana. It's him
Well, he
and
didn't know he's
Deadshot
down.
to try and clutch up the round for Fnatic. Good shot with the DMR from Deadshot. DD now repels inside, finds his kill. All up to Deepak now. As the Dutchman
Pull up the
looks to
D-pack.
find a
Who's this?
third and fourth kill in this round.
That's
Can he
fine.
revive his dead teammates?
He
I'm
just
very
got
much
off it,
doubt
bro.
Now the plan confirmed. Didi and Chibisu need to do their best to get outside the building. That is the safest
fucked, he's
place
fucked.
for them to be right now, but not so safe to get
He's
there.
gonna-
Caught in the crossfire,
Okay.
and it's a swift finish for CAG.
Beautiful
Why is he
crossfire,
emoting?
Yeah. I mean, again, they baited so well that the person who planned to just kind of pre-fire towards the
Stop
forced
emoting,
him
bro.
to shoot back, and his teammates
They are
waiting for him
cooked.
to stop.
Geech.
And
That's
there
what
was
I'm
only
gonna say,
one
bro.
person on the window
Maybe
with
maybe they
CAG.
come back. Lowest
Something
bracket.
that we
Lower
often see
bracket.
from
You never know,
this
bro.
in particular, from
never know.
Japanese teams in general, is they play very heavily on the window.
Maybe they win the game, bro. Maybe they come back
Ying, your
just in
Sand,
general, bro.
They rebel in
Like-
the windows. That's the execute. They just had DD with the Ying. And then they were pushing stock, they're pushing in for Skylight, they're attacking from lobby with a backstab, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they are, bro.
And
And
surprise.
yeah.
When you don't have your Asami, you don't have your castle, like I said, you only have the Clash that can give you information. That only sees one teeny tiny area. So CAG, from attacking from so many different angles at once, there's a bunch of blind spots. And they just win their individual gunfights up against Fnatic. Greatly in trees and a great execute, to be honest.
And this is the final round now, Pinky, before we get the additional operator bans for the half to come on through, which
I don't know why
to me
group
means it's
got
even
it.
more important to win this round for Fnatic. Don't
Check
go
the other
0-3
game, bro.
down. Win this because
There
you're
is,
about to lose
the
another
other game
tool in your
group
arsenal
B.
on the
Bang.
defensive side. Another one of these power-ups.
King
whether it's the
0
Mira
versus
or the
MIB. What?
Down the Monty in sight. There's not a lot Dark can do.
Whoa, 3-0.
It's been very passive in the post plan from King Zero. They're just
Oh,
wasting their
Los,
time
Los.
playing this so perfectly.
Duh.
Here's the one
MIBR though.
desperately
They
trying
didn't
to
change that
melee
logo
this
on the
Monty,
thing.
find some kind of an angle.
Oh, yeah, they're
not
cooked,
being
bro.
found, Dave. Where is the teammate of Perez?
Los is
How are
fucking
they playing
cooked,
the
yo.
Virgin IT, but, man, it's
Yo,
too little, too
they're
late.
cooked,
8
bro.
seconds on the clock, and we will
Wait,
pass that time
someone
with
has to
10
defuse.
seconds where it's possible.
Dead?
Good covers
He won the
coming
round.
through. I don't think Dark has
He won the
this.
round.
Hold on, he'll do
No, he
his
doesn't. He
best.
doesn't have time.
Just not quite enough time on the clock.
Fucking
though.
hell,
King
bro.
Zero Esports start 4 and
Oh my god.
Again,
Yeah.
I'm just not seeing them get into these rounds, especially right there when they went for the IT swing.
Mhm.
The Twitch, you saw he closed the Aurora door, and the Zombies still peaked. If they have that double up, they get that kill, and they can take the vert.
And then move on from there, because when you're up against the verticality, the waifu buff is activated, by the way. Of course, Anaton representing the Elevate skin, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it is. Oh, that's a big nitro.
Tried to melee it. Didn't quite connect. He's a fair bit of damage, stays alive.
Yeah, the problem is here, he's not going to be able to be as aggressive now. Big C4 from Citizen does finish off the blitz of Anitson. Deadshot finds one before he's traded back from the repel of DD. Look, this has been a rough start for CAG, particularly with the double C4s from Fnatic taking down the shield. Even though FNC have lost top floor control, they fall back to the bomb site with an advantage. And Pengu, I'm getting flashbacks to that first round of defense from Fnatic. We find ourselves in a very similar position.
We are, but there's less ways in throughout the side, right? There's a single hatch, and there's pretty much 3 doors. Kitchen, the small office, and the main staircase. And they got Goyo canisters. They got a mirror window maybe still somewhere looking over. And they got a bulletproof camera as well. So a ton of intel here from the defense. I think CAG, they have to get a pick somehow. But how they're gonna find it, I'm not certain. They have such limited tools right now. There's no easy grenade kill, no capital, no blind angle towards the bomb site. It feels like Fnatic, they have to be the ones to make a mistake to give CAG a fighting chance.
Yeah, the lack of a Ying here means that the flashes will not protect DD. They cannot land into the deep corner onto Citizen. And now it is all done and dusted. Big couple of kills there from Fnatic. They found their advantage early, and they sat back and waited for CAG to walk into their open arms. Finally, first round on the board for the Europeans.
Big question for me is, you mentioned the Ying. What about Capital? If you've been watching CAG like a fair bit, I feel like there could be a Capital in the backup plans here. I think banning another shield is not going to be worth it because any can play them all. And from CT themselves, as you said, like the Guru, the Smoke, the Mira, the Tashanka, very plant-oriented, stall-oriented. Bandit ban. So you're right with the Ying, completely on the money. But a bandit ban. The only scenario where the bandit gives you any sort of real value is top floor and CEO, because now you can't deny the elevator wall whatsoever and guaranteed open it up.
Hey, Los, it's me.
Bombs had been expected out of 4. Well, let's say 3. Tell us archives.
Go, bro.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, interesting choice from CAG. Very interesting. I do think the Ying ban is huge, though.
Fnatic won.
Fnatic
No way.
might now that they've found a round on the board.
Nice. I'm saying that just because of predictions, bro. I wanna do good in predictions this year. This tournament, should I say, bro? They've actually made it impossible to get the battle pass. So yeah, bro. You need no mistakes. Which I don't think anyone like gets no mistake, because it's random every time, bro. I swear down. But yeah.
For Fnatic, they actually are leaning quite heavily into the roam game. We've got the Solus, very good for a roam at hunting drones and finding out where that blitz is coming from, among other operators like the Solid Snake and the Nook. And Smith's great for holding on as long as possible on a roam.
About Solus, bro.
Less.
Ooh.
I'm interested to see if we get any interactions between the
Avon,
Solid Snake
badge.
and
Runs badge.
the Vigil, because the Vigil is one of the only ways to hide from a Solid Snake.
What does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
Right now, and you see Deadshot playing
Oh.
window room. This is very common. You have one player playing those nasty spots because all about the angles and the timings, knowing how to get the most out of it. Meanwhile, Shuri right beneath Deadshot, who's in that pivotal position, looking for a gap somewhere else. Archives, Tellers. Here's a player who's gonna be above him. It's all about timing. If CHG
It is, bro. It is indeed all about timing.
There's a panic on Fnatic's side.
Interesting that Shurip hasn't been engaging his gadget. It actually allows him to get past the Solus' scanner and find the kill, finishing off Citizen. That's the danger.
Fucking nut, bro. That's all I gotta say.
One shot from the DMR will down him. Deadshot tries to get some revenge, but Shurip shuts down a second.
I mean, he's just fucking cooking the whole team, bro. Be so for real. Look at his. He's 5-2. 5-2 right now, bro.
Smith feels the need to lash out for a kill before he falls.
He is cooking that shit, bro. Shuri.
But rightfully so. He cannot hold the side 3.
And Chibisu, bro. Yeah. I mean, I've heard of Chibisu before, but like, yeah, I don't really watch CAG, bro, because I don't like CAG, bro. I watch my teams that I like, and not CAG, bro, because
Doesn't look very comfortable.
I don't like CAG. Or maybe I do. I don't know. Whatever.
You can take back control in a smart manner. So wait, hold up. Smith is still around.
Aura. And then he got fucked. Because there's a fucking shield there for no reason, just waiting in that room. That's some shit I would complain about, bro. He's resin him. Okay. He's low though. HP. I mean, CAG's just cooking that shit, bro. Be so for real. Be so for real that cooking that shit, bro.
They call Deepak is completely in the guard if he doesn't go for it. They should know that as well. So now with 35 seconds to go, they can wait for the fire to go away here from the Goyo.
I did not do a line right there.
Push from server.
I was smelling my fucking mouse pad, bro, because I think I like dropped a bit of oil on it.
You look at that clock, it is very dire now for CHG.
You got it.
Wizard gets revealed by the Solid Snake.
Nice.
Wait.
8 seconds. They don't have time. They don't have time. They don't have time. There's a guy behind him. There's a guy behind him. Did he not see him?
Both final kills. The CAG by Varel. A third round on the board.
Fine. That was not winnable.
As they start to run away with this half.
Yeah, bro. They are just getting the shit cooked, bro. Straight up, bro. Let's check the other game.
Coverage whatsoever. Any looking
Check the other game, bro.
Chibi looking for a kill. They find them.
I mean, KZB hasn't done as much vert work as he would have liked to because he's been so distracted with Dark, but if he gets this fight,
4-1.
puts his team into a fight,
He's doing good. Dash?
Here's the fight, misses Dark just a little bit.
Bro, Lowe's has dash now.
These two players still yet
What about that, bro?
KZB a little bit distracted, but it's okay. He gets his frag, traded back by Dash.
That one speed emote, I think. I don't know.
Fiber, Momo, and Sunset. Hoping this push happen. Sunset
yeah, bro.
towards Aqua. He's kind of all alone, so he needs to be a distraction for Fiber to find some kind of a pick, get in and get active. Here he's sprinting through the site, but it's a brilliant
Fuck this
shot
shit.
by Dash that shuts him down, and now Momo
Just fucking cook this shit, bro. Yo, Dash, bro. I love Dash, bro. He's so like cute and shit.
Big this round, iconic, and now Momo pinched on by
Give me
two
dash, bro.
sides.
There he is. There he is, bro. There he is. He was on
For King
what was he on, bro? He was on Wildcard.
Massive comeback from the 4-0 deficit.
And then he was on W7. Oh, I remember when W7M was just cooking, bro.
A 4-2 half is not ideal.
They were just fucking cooking, bro. Montreal
Montreal
2024. Oh, I remember that shit, bro. First place, bro. I fucking remember that shit, bro. That was good times, bro. Good times.
If they get their momentum back, they could have a great attack half because Night Havens.
Los waking up. Really, bro? Yeah.
Going back to the very beginning, I did say that the shields are very important for Fnatic. It was kind of how they started finding a couple of victories in the ML, how they
Probably not do that, because I just leaked my own put.
The EWC. And it's a good thing, it's a bad thing. When you can crutch something to success and win, beautiful. But when you have to crutch something and it's also not working,
What is that?
what's your plan B? Smith has been playing Tashanga and
What's that,
Clash and
Aruni,
Clash
bro?
and something
On the
else.
wall.
And he hasn't been super instrumental. Like, last time on CEO, he died before they execute. On Tashanga, on the very first round, he was last alive in a 1v2.
Sharif and Chabisu are
CG, they're not
holding
really
up tag,
bothered
bro,
by Smith
right now.
whatsoever, whereas a lot of European enemies, they're saying, oh, dude, these shields are too good, let's ban them away, let's deal with it, whatever. They didn't even ban the
They're
Clash,
straight
they
cooking that shit, bro. Okay, though. D-Pack, bro. He's good. On Fnatic. You know, I'm basically watching, like teams that I know nothing about, bro. Tag and Fnatic, bro. I don't think I've ever seen Fnatic play. If the last time they played was in 2020, like P1. No, bro. I don't think I've ever seen them play.
Very clever work there by Kag by Varel. And
Are we
now
nomad?
air jab as well to prevent Smith from retaking.
And it's smart because they're doubling down. Last time they had the Dokkaebi downstairs. Also,
That
from
guy's
Saf.
gotta be wrong.
Again, he's watching
Miss.
the C4 downstairs. There was a Solus previously, actually, for the plant denial. When you're the IQ below, you're both destroying their utility and getting information, while also gaining map control beneath the bomb site.
Miss.
Meaning that there
Ukraine.
could be a guy below the C4, and nobody's flanking server stairs.
Basically, bro.
So all of a sudden, against CG, they're gaining many things from a single player position. No one's
Basically.
wasting their time. No one's in a bad position. Now they have, as you said, the air tip on stock. That's stopping the Clash from pushing forward. If they do, they're gonna die. They got a lot of pressure being applied. The flashbangs going through. All they're missing for CG is an opening, and that could be Anaton, because he's in top lobby.
Yeah, he's in, and the Clash, which would counter him, is the only operator not in his position
he's
to actually fight him. Thankfully, though, Wizard is able
okay.
to backstab.
Okay, that's Aura, bro.
Disconnected from the rest
This guy's
of his
dead.
team, but now
This guy's
he gets
dead.
desperate.
No, he's not. He was that.
Misses his chance to find
He's
one.
dead.
Can't even
Oh,
backstab
shit,
the
right.
Clash.
He ran up and
Goes down
3
the
people
toilet
peeked
for
him at the same
CG
time.
by Varel. Fnatic
5v1, bro.
would have
This isn't
a
losable.
reprisal with
This is not
a
losable. He's on a wall.
on
He's
the window repel in a one
he's on a
versus
repel
five.
of a half HP, bro.
He's dreaming. This ain't happening. There's no universe. Here they can go lobby and
Wait,
peek him from
he's
the
getting a
windows.
kill right
He
here.
tosses
He's getting a
C4
kill.
out his direction. He cannot fight the players
Yeah, he's got
from
ping.
the repel.
He's got ping.
Inside of
What is he getting hit by?
They jump
Oh
outside.
my.
The Clash will surely finish
Dude,
him
what-
off. It's a taunting
He landed on him, bro.
from Fnatic.
He John Cena him, bro.
Finally make a statement. Get into the game.
Okay, bro. Okay,
Have any fear.
they're winding up. They're winding up,
He's
bro.
on top lobby with the Blackbeard. We can't just fight him 1 versus 1. I need you guys to just sprint with the bomb
Huge.
side, pass the guy that repels, and try and get this.
They're
kill.
warming up,
Do
bro.
To win the bomb side top lobby. Or
To be the Mira after round 9 should we need it as well. So plenty of opportunities to find your picks, to find your strats here
What
on the
category?
defensive side
Siege.
of things. Usually, we would
what's
say
up
the
with this?
defense is
Why do I
easier
not
than
get
Siege. I
dropped?
think especially for these younger teams, you can look at the stage 1 win rates, and
Rainbow
certainly
Six
King
Siege.
Zero were a lot better on the defensive side
Why am
than
I
they
not
were on
getting
the
dropped?
offense. So you'd expect that this lead could be followed
4-2.
through, but the momentum seems to be looking a little bit on the side of MIBR low, so it's hard to call.
Yeah, and I
Right, yeah, no, I did see the ace actually toss that Selma onto the Kanto wall. I noticed Shurip doing that earlier in the round, but for whatever reason,
Okay.
Selma didn't detonate, whether it was missed, whether
One
it
F.
was shots, perhaps. Yeah, I actually have no
I wanna
idea
see
how that
Tag
was
on
played by
defense,
Fnatic,
bro.
But you're right, the Citizen in that position at top elevator was one of the core reasons why CAG were unable to
I want
win
to see
that
how
round.
they do, bro.
Now
Genuine.
we're into the final round of the half here before we go to our halftime vibe check, and the teams will get a little tactical
Bro coughs like an
timeout.
iPad.
Fnatic,
Alright.
they are, well, I mean, they're out of the woods,
Take
that's
that.
for sure, finding a second
Alright.
round. But if they can find a second round, that's not just
That
out of the
fuck.
woods, that's into Candyland.
ED.
it's crazy how it swaps so quickly, right? Ah, Fnatic backs against the wall, just looking rough here, and bang.
Okay.
Oh, now they're good. And it's just how Bank works. It's so attacker favored, generally speaking. You need that second defensive round to have a realistic chance at winning, and they've done so. You know, when you play
Not
first to
breaking
7,
anything.
every single round matters so
broke
much. It's one of the frustrating parts
Oil.
about being a pro player is that you make one tiny mistake that loses you one round, that can define the whole game all of a sudden. So risk assessment, hey, do I dare to make this ballsy play that's super high risk, super high reward? Not every player has that gene in them, because that one round is oh so important.
I do have confirmation that the Kanto breach was actually open that last round, but
But just in the far left
exactly,
from looking
it
at
must have been on the far opposite side,
Interesting.
which allowed a little bit more freedom from Citizen. And also, it's possible that nobody from CAG was actually watching the angle.
What the fuck was that?
Just nades his own drone.
He just naded his own drone, bro. Nice one.
Maybe he's a striker player.
He
Because,
missed.
you know,
Maybe
if
he's a
you've played the
striker.
before, guys. You know.
He missed. He missed through a drone.
The order could be very easily messed up.
I mean, we've already seen people bring out the tin can openers instead of throwing their flashes and grenades a few times in this game so far.
It's an honest mistake to make.
Yeah, bro.
I do feel this is a big round for both teams. Potentially the most
I don't know
important
about
round
that.
so far. Also a very quiet round. I mean, it's almost 2/3 done, and Fnatic are just sitting back. I feel like they've rattled CAG by Varel a little bit with what happened last round by winning it so flawlessly. Now the Japanese are extremely slow.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Fnatic right now, you
1 minute, bro.
openings. Like if you're dead,
What's up? What's up with that? 1 minute.
good shot. He likes to play that high risk playstyle. Right now, there's 50 seconds.
How many? They have 2 drones left.
Don't give them
50 seconds. They have 2 drones left. Cook this shit straight
He
up.
doesn't listen to you, but he does win his fight, which matters. But will they bite off a little
He's
more?
dead.
They can choose
Nice.
the
Cook
money.
this
Comes
shit.
back
Cook this
around
shit
at
as
the
well.
same time as his teammate takes down one.
Wizard.
Zaka will claim the first of the round for CAG, but the diffuser is down, and Fnatic have
He's
really
dead.
found their footing. It doesn't matter that all the
Unlucky.
walls have been breached open because Fnatic have the numbers
Double kill.
that now favors them.
He's 8 and 3, bro.
Exactly where
Damn.
Zaka is. He'll find the first kill.
If he wins this shit, I'm giving 1,000 to charity, bro. I'm donating 1K to charity if he wins this somehow.
Save info on that position, gets
Fuck,
sprayed
he
through
hit
the
him.
smoke, caught in the camera, and I mean the round is over.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if he
No,
gets
no,
a
no,
shot. He
no, it's not. No, it's
find
not.
Both of these players surely
No way.
goes deep into the smoke, breathes a little bit too deep, and Fnatic
He breathed this deep too much. The smoke too. What, bro? Yeah, the smoke. Yeah, basically.
Such an important moment from the rookies of that young Fnatic roster, right? You go to your first line in a long time, international ground, CG, unknown territory.
Let me clean my
and
camera.
you start off on the wrong foot. You lose the first round in a way that you should never have lost in a 4 versus 3. You bottle that one, despite Deepik's heroics in the very first round. They slowly, step by step, they figure out they get more comfortable in the server, and no one's over swinging and over committing to things that are unnecessary. Because the last 2
I
round
realized that has
victories,
a
it's
fingerprint
Fnatic
on it,
doing
bro.
exactly what they should be, not too much. Don't be too eager to start the round off. You're defending, and CAG, you're awfully slow.
Of course, Rainbow Six is a shooter.
Aura.
Right? It's about your mechanics, but
End
it's
of the thing.
also so tactical. And that was a bit of BM. It's so much about playing your utility, and more importantly these days, not just playing the utility, but playing off your teammates.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will focus too much on the utility and forget that, you know, sometimes it's not as simple as if you bring this operator and you bring this gadget in
Let's
this
go, bro.
position, you're gonna win. The lucky cat wasn't so.
I'm one of
much
those,
of a
cats
at the end
that-
of half,
oh.
though.
No, it's
What's
actually been Eniton
Alright.
He's statistically 1 and 5. He is now playing a role where he's on the shield some of those rounds. He's like walking the building, getting double C4, getting shot down very early here. Good counterplay from Fnatic. But one of the things about CAG Bavaro is that they have those 2 different styles of attacking. They're very
Let's go, bro.
slow, execute heavy, going for plants, and they got the map control. Let's go for fighting. Eniton is very required when it comes to taking map space because he is one of those entry players. And when he's having a hard time, often CAG, as a result, will also have a hard time.
Miho.
And I do think that's how they've been struggling some of those
I
moments.
feel like I'm not. They're
No
like
one's going to
trolling,
make
bro.
the first play. Oh,
I feel like they're trolling. They wouldn't do this in the
right?
international
50 seconds left.
or the major. He keeps fucking looking at the camera, man.
Outside the building.
What are you doing, bro? Lock in.
Because Eniton
This is life or death right here, bro.
himself.
Yeah. As the teams start to load back up in onto the second
Free.
half, now Fnatic on the favored side. of attack.
Yeah, it is
as
6
it's time to
rounds.
get into these
And they
operator
swap.
bans.
Let's see how CAG does on
Of
defense,
course,
bro.
when CAG were attacking, you had to go
3-3
with
is
the shields. It looks like
good for
CAG
attack, I
looked
would
to
say,
favor
bro. So CAG actually did good. On
Because
bank
those
though,
are
I don't
first
know. I don't know
no
what
timing,
side, how
predator like
sided
both
bank
Europe
is.
and
You know,
Atlantic. I think that they have to.
I
There is a world
think
where they ban
it's
two
like
shields onto Fnatic,
attacker
but I feel like
sided,
Bank is a bit
maybe.
excessive,
I don't
so maybe
know.
Not for this particular map, but future-wise, if they were to rematch or just watching Fnatic in the
There's a
future,
lot of windows, long corridor.
And quite a few mirror
I don't
battles
know,
with
bro.
Grim and the Monty being the
It
same.
might be
And
attacker sided.
Fnatic as well now taken
And just
by
touch up
CG,
maps.
and the Kaid as well was also banned
Bank.
by CAG by Varel
Ban.
on their attacking half.
Win rate, it's
We get back
50-50
into,
basically.
Fnatic, of course, have really made a big statement at the latter end of that.
Basically
defensive half. They've shown
50-50.
they're here to
More
play.
towards defense though.
The first time they have been here to play in quite a long time.
Yeah, but there's some maps that are like not 50-50 at all, bro. Like I don't know, let me just search up Lair. 55 defense.
Trust Gaming.
What else? What other maps are there, bro? Club.
Benelux League.
Club even- Club is Club even play Club?
Do you count the Benelux League trophies, man?
Benelux is the place, okay?
Is
Great players are
he even
forged
played
in the
in-
shadows of that tournament. And if so, he doesn't have his background
Is it-
anymore in his
is it
home.
played in
but
esports?
I think that
It
about
is.
a year or two ago, he had his trophies displayed on a shelf behind him. That guy's stacked.
Yeah.
Okay, D-Bag has
What
trophies.
other maps are
One of
there?
which was a major, of course, in
Night.
Berlin.
Fucking
Not too far from here.
thingy, bro.
Just 4 years ago.
What am I saying, bro?
Moment for him.
Border, bro. Border.
One of the best grand finals we've had.
Borders.
Maps.
Borders something sided. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Look, Borders like
Pop
good.
house, bar bomb
I guess.
site, they're going to defense.
They're all around 50, bro. If you think about it,
Yokai drone as well.
realistically.
It's been a long time
Both-
since his
both
former
maps are around
glory,
50.
but he's looking to reforge it now with this new
No one there,
roster
bro.
and under a new organization to boot.
No one there, buddy.
Now onto the attacking side, CAG looking to bring a bit of fire on their defense of their own.
Bad aim, alright.
From Deadshot.
Yeah.
But he gets in the building regardless. The big thing to worry about
Does he,
for
bro?
Fnatic is
He made so much noise.
The Grim Reaper on the
Sharif, the Grim Reaper. That's aura.
Has the drone and can play the sound key on the window repels, the
Not
skylight,
cost
and of
drone.
course on the
I didn't
outside
think
balcony.
start with that,
If
bro.
walks in top square,
The
there
base.
should be a good
Oh,
defense.
nice
Shield
one.
the second player.
Oh,
He
unlucky.
killed.
Wait, he got the
Thankfully,
kill. They
just
traded
the
though.
fuse shield removed from action, a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah,
Super
but that's a
powerful
good
for
that's a good
CAG.
kill, bro. The
Solve
fuse,
Fnatic.
bro. That's a
Big
really
surprise.
important
What
kill.
has Europe been doing there?
Yeah, well, I think they're certainly going to be thinking twice about taking ground without thoroughly droning in future. Perhaps they didn't even know that the Vigil was on the board.
No.
Losing that fuse is a lot of util and most importantly the shield, but they still have all of the utility to get the breaches done that they need to when it comes to executing down below. But the roam is still at large as
Alright.
falls back after taking a little bit of damage. DD has to keep answering his phone if he wants to keep his Yokais alive in the late round. Now Chibisu, the final roamer, decides to fall back for CAG.
Dude, they made Dokkaebi like really hard to count, bro.
A given complete map
Not
control.
hard to count, but just annoying.
Timer is low enough,
It made
60
Dokkaebi annoying
seconds, and there's
when
no
you think.
Goyo and whatnot in this round, but there is going to be a C4 and the Yokai drone, so they have plant denial. Thatcher, though, changes everything. You can find the Yokai as a mini IQ scanner, EMP them, shoot them, and you can catch a C4 mid-air. Fnatic, yes, they've lost the shield, so planning on that default angle might not be possible, but if they can get into a safe position,
Who is that prone?
or just
Me
get
kill him?
into a smoke grenade,
No, he's holding the
it's
hatch, I'm
possible.
pretty sure.
A very popular angle these days.
He is.
Zaka
He's
here
prone
really
holding the
saw
hatch.
that
But he
cat
sees
play
his legs.
to
He
this
sees his
angle
legs.
previously.
Yeah.
But you can see how aware of the angle Deadshot
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
It's a lot of damage on, but might not be able to finish off. Zaka, 20 seconds to play doesn't mean there's much time here for CAG to get that revive
No
off.
flank drone.
Instead, there's a flank here from Chibisu, top frag.
don't know.
From CAG, and he has found his moment. He's found his gap. One kill
Fine.
on the Citizen. Can he go deep?
Oh, yeah.
Neither.
Oh, yeah, it's
Matt
over.
Hamilton's done it for him. A team kill to boot, but it does not matter. Wizard has no chance to get into the bomb site nor get that diffuser planted.
It's over, bro.
CAG will take the lead.
Really big risk there.
Nasty flank, bro. Nasty flank. They couldn't do anything about that shit, bro.
You're free meat. Like, you're gonna die, and that's gonna probably be the round. But I was watching the players in the bottom there.
Yeah, I don't know about this, bro. I don't know about these games, bro. I just hate how they play. What's that, bro? 5-3.
They're a little bit isolated, so they group up on IT. They do a
Aura.
smoking so that they can 1v2 the clash. And now Big J, he can't have any value coming in for the flank, in towards IT. The plant begins, so there's 20 seconds on the clock, but it's being held
Big J,
by
bro. He's
Baffle.
dead.
Brilliant angle and what an execute to come
In
out
Siege.
from MIBR Los.
Oh, very beautiful to make sure they can actually.
Flank is
Add
open.
that.
So that means when you're going for that plant and that 7-second gap of like
see.
we're very vulnerable, maybe the guy in
Whatever.
open area has to turn around and watch his flank for 7 seconds in case it happens.
Once you lose that player on the hatch and the defenders have retaken that control, you can no longer safely.
This is not
plant
looking
or
good for
leave
Fnatic,
position.
bro.
That's right. Technically,
This is
you
not
can
looking good
continue
at
planting in the deep
all,
position, which
bro.
is where they were planting, like on the single wall facing server. But in the end, if you're planting in that position without a shield on your back, you're vulnerable to getting peeked from the red hallway, which is what happened in the end.
Exactly.
I didn't manage to see how Anaton team killed, but I saw
Oh, I didn't see
Shuri.
it either.
Yeah, he team killed. But Shuri was having a laugh about it in the post-round cameras, so no sweat off his back.
I mean, that's one thing that we know about CAG. No
Come on, bro.
They will lose a tournament and usually go out laughing and smiling.
What?
Not because they're happy with the result, but because like you can either be upset about it or you can have a good time with your friends.
Bunch of jovial lads they
Yeah.
are. But of course, Sparky is
There you
quite
go.
the opposite.
Yeah.
He's a very serious man.
He is. It's maybe a good mixture of he'll ease another
Open
bit,
that
they'll
up.
tighten
They
up
don't
a bit, and they're gonna be in the
They
middle
don't
somewhere.
reinforce
Tug of war. I
Yeah.
think it's good for CAG.
Reinforce
Need a
that one
balance.
though. Ah, yeah, I guess.
On the attack,
There's a window.
as CAG go to that top
Hey.
floor bomb site. We saw this from Fnatic with the Clash playing in the hallway.
But then why
Anaton,
didn't they reinforce the
a
other?
very infamous
know.
Clash player. Oh, I like this. There's a Fear down below. CAG got to be careful.
Yo, what's good,
Needs
Finn?
a Fear buff. We're
What's up, bro?
a little triple
Who you
tap
got, bro?
coming
Fnatic or
extremely
CAG, bro?
quickly. If you know where an attack
Let me
is,
know, let me know, let me know, let me know.
The 3 big booms.
Holy song, bro. Holy hair, holy hair, holy hair.
knows where someone is standing.
Who you got,
There's a
bro?
3
Who you got,
booms and
Finn?
a free kill.
That's it. Thank you very much. But now though, I think it's gonna be more about Citizen on the glass. A classic pick of his. Can watch over the bomb site, grant a bit of protection.
Nice.
A bit of pre-fire going through, damage back and forth. Saka injured and Smith's very low on HP. Fnatic still looking for their way in. Here comes the plant with that smoke cover. C4 ripped.
Faked out, it does. Bait out that C4, I believe, successfully. Shuri
Okay,
does
nice.
miss.
Nice.
Saka and Anaton both go down.
Nice,
the Clash
bro.
eliminated.
Nice.
Now coverage from Citizen looking
I don't know.
pretty here.
That's
Plan denied,
okay, bro.
and a second from Shuri.
Oh.
1v3 now. A little bit of damage on a dead shot. But got to be careful.
Sharif's not
Also,
winning this,
Fnatic
bro.
need to be
He
on
might be
one
good, but
versus
he's not winning
five.
this, bro.
If CAG
He's not winning a
are to win
3v1.
it, it will be
Y'all know
solely
he's
on
big.
the back of Shuri. Deadshot and Smith, both
And-
low HP, and Shuri knows exactly where that defuse is. The flash has come out. Does he
This
know
man.
he's being flanked from the top of Elevator? I'm not sure he does. Doesn't matter. Deadshot lands the shot. Back tied for Fnatic again.
Good effort there from CAG though, but doesn't have the right ways to disrupt the plant from going down. It becomes a deep swing with gunfights. It doesn't go in their favor. Despite having C4 in pocket, it was in the wrong location to be utilized. And I think just well done for Fnatic. They're very quick to the punch, right? The smoke grenade goes out, they breach the walls, and they just start planting immediately. They're not wasting any time. They're not letting CAG figure
Good,
out
bro.
what they're trying to achieve themselves.
What, 4-4?
And it's also the beauty of glass is until you fire your primary weapon, no one knows what that smoke grenade is for. It could be cover, it could be a glass behind it, it could be nothing. And also, of course, with the
I gotta
sound being
stop
very
doing
good on land, because it is on the land build, it's amazing. You gotta try and disrupt the sounds as well. So you're shooting a bit, throwing a smoke grenade, throwing a flash grenade. Odds are CG had no idea the plan was going down until it was too late.
Yeah. I think the first rip of the plan.
Yeah,
prompted the
4-4.
C4
Yeah.
from Shuri, but you can
But
see
after
how
that,
quickly Deepak was away. It was baiting.
How
out
you
the
doing
plan.
today,
The
Finn?
plan was
How you
not
doing
a
on this
factor. He
fantabulous
could
day, bro?
afford to go for a fake plan and then go again and let that time whittle down. CAG were the ones under pressure, and so they remain. Where even again, and CAG decide to go to staff room open area. I think this is a better bomb site than that top floor.
Really, bro?
It was where Fnatic started to mount their comeback. Reloading. Let's see if CAG can do
Oh.
the same.
No. You just
is it
left
a
it on.
comeback if you
Got
used to be in the lead, but now you're tied up behind?
I don't know.
Got off
We
the
can
window.
argue semantics all day.
I'm just curious, you know? I love a good comeback story, though. And right now, I'm supporting Anaton's comeback story because he is still yet to find his individual performance here against Fnatic. And it's not many players that I would point my finger and go, this guy just needs to get activated, but Anakin is that guy for
Yo,
Siege.
Finn, bro,
We
you
talk
play
about
Siege,
how
bro?
phenomenal Shub has been, how good Saka
Play
can
FIFA,
be,
bro?
how good Chibi has been so far today, but usually in that middle pool of consistency, we find Annie, because so many of the plays in both attack and defense,
Birds,
he plays the shield, his team helps him. He plays a anchor position, his team plays around him. And when he's having a hard time, I do believe that it impacts the rest of his team.
No, bro.
Oh my days.
Yeah, fried them. They win the round now. I'm telling you, Sharif's their like most important player, bro.
Now, repelling into upstairs, Fnatic have taken a lot of map control. Chibisu forced back, Zaka the same, and Annie will fall.
Oh yeah,
He
over.
continues. his
Round's over.
run
I'm
for
telling you,
today
100%,
with
100% for that I win.
death and no
He doesn't even know he's there.
impact.
He doesn't know he's
I
there.
think Zaka might be about to get betrayed.
I know he does. He
Might be
does.
solo
Yeah, I
everything here.
just. Oh,
Citizen,
nice.
if he can check his
He-
gadget, he'll know exactly where Zaka is.
it's over,
Out
bro.
goes a nade.
He's caught. He's caught. You can't go back to
Fine,
site.
to try and find another chance to look for a pick. Wizard is watching his retreat, however.
They've missed it. I think he's probably still around the main
Wait,
staircase.
he can't.
Saka's found
They-
that tiny
they
bit of
have,
gap
one
towards
left
lobby
side.
double door, and the big question now is, do you just stay in this corner? Do you try and flank in throughout lobby? Do you retake that main staircase? Because you're in this 3v5, you have to feel a little bit desperate, but the round is not over yet. If you make the wrong choice now as Saka and you go down to a 2v5, then the round will be over.
Kag just have to be patient here.
I like this flank though.
I think that DD and Chibisu have to just be so patient and wait for Fnatic to make
Yeah,
the move.
it's not gonna
wait
work,
for
bro.
Zaka to rotate into position. Problem is, he's got a long
Good
way
flank,
to go,
it's
and I
not gonna work,
believe they're
though.
watching his
Who is that?
hallway. It is Citizen.
Ram.
As he moves
No.
away,
Snake.
Citizen does
Follow
go to the
Snake.
hatch. He's not checking his gadget right now, which means they don't know that Zaka is
Oh,
upstairs
yeah.
with him. Patience will be the virtue
Oh,
here
yeah.
for CAG, but Chibisu starts to feel the pressure.
Caught him, bro.
Big kill from
Ooh, you
Zaka,
almost
but
messed
now he's
up.
left all alone in a 1
3v1.
versus 3. 20 seconds to play. And Fnatic still have that Blackbeard up
Brother.
and alive from Smith.
So, bro.
Rounded by
Nice.
the corner.
Nice. That
Wizard
up now.
to
That up.
conjure
5-4.
another round
Come on, bro.
for Fnatic. And
Let's
they're in
go.
the lead once again.
Beautiful. Again, very simple kind of half take there from Fnatic. They take top floor, they force back the roamers. They don't really hold the roam flank that effectively, right? We saw Saka go back up top floor and get a kill into Solid
Yeah,
Snake,
bro.
but it doesn't matter because now they're by the bomber side. So this Fnatic being good at surrendering map control when they no longer need it, but still take it initially to make CAG feel that pressure and get a couple of kills. It's a good way of simplifying what can be a very difficult map to navigate in Bangalore.
Oh my.
Staircase on a window, repels, etc.
What is that ban, bro?
CG by Veryl now call their own tactical timeline.
What,
We
people
can see
play with Mai?
Sparky get into action.
I feel like I'd rather play Jaeger than one Mai. And then even then, I think I have the least playtime on one Mai or Jaeger.
Say what he has to say in the way that he does.
This was cooked, bro. That cooked them. That kill.
And Saka can translate if anyone else doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
So it happens in English, and then the players will figure out if they need to translate a bit of that. Right now, it's DD he's talking to a lot.
Yeah. I had a little moment where I found Anaton yesterday and we spoke. But when I say we spoke, like, it was like hi, how are you? Yes, good, hi. You having fun? Yes, fun. Like, my Japanese is non-existent. Is English.
Miho, konnichiwa, bro. Get the game
He
going.
does,
Technical
and he's got the
difficulties
biggest smile
again, bro.
on his dial.
Yeah.
Up.
I mean, I've seen the catering here.
Or
CAG, they are notoriously good at flaming the catering and international
Are
events.
they?
They are.
I didn't know
They
that.
pack
Well,
a second suitcase with food from back home to consume while they're
have you seen the ramen shelf here in the
That
catering area?
First thing I saw was Annie in line for the ramen when I arrived.
basement.
And he was so happy. And the whole team just had ramen together.
Yeah.
And so did you and I.
Yeah, yeah, good times. Look, that'll keep them
Basement,
very,
bro.
very happy here.
Food's important.
Yeah, last time they went
Travel away
basement.
from home
It went
and
bad.
everything's different.
Pathetic,
The
bro.
bed, the table that you're playing at, the food that you're consuming, the weather.
That's the thing that people don't realize.
I like how the word
Used to
Varel at the top
even
here.
esports at home, maybe even if it's just ranked or
The
whatever,
word
you have to play.
Varel or that guy's name or whoever that is. I don't even know who Varel is, bro. It's like
Exactly.
5
Your favorite
times,
monitor,
6 times
mouse,
the size of the
keyboard,
actual logo.
everything set up, the height of your desk, the chair that you're using.
Yeah.
You get to bring your own mouse
Yeah,
and
bro.
keyboard and in-ear monitors. But aside from that, you know, you're at the mercy of what we have here. And look, I'll be real. Like, we have
good
the
stuff.
best equipment you could possibly
The
buy.
mercy, like-
We
Yeah.
have the best stuff you could buy, but it's still like we're in a
But it's
massive,
different still.
We're in a massive expo hall right now. Like, I don't know if people.
This guy's
the
cooked, bro.
scale
Sharif's
of
cooked again, bro.
Esports World Cup.
What did I say, bro? What did I say? He's just good. He's just a bad Roma, bro. He's a bad Roma. He hasn't gotten a kill from like it's been 4 rounds. He hasn't gotten a kill.
He will not do so for a second time.
Deathshot has just been unleashed right now with those DMRs. I mean, he's there on the entry, on the attack. He's holding down air as a defender, and he has now found his.
He didn't see him. He didn't see him. He didn't see him. He's gonna jump in. I told you.
Smith being up in the fuse shield once again can pressure open area, force back on member.
He damage.
Got
Oh fucked, bro. He turned his back, bro. Why did he turn his back?
Down Citizen on the Deimos, but let's be honest here, the roam game is no longer
Warden's right there. He's going down.
Losing Deimos is probably the best person that could have died for the attack of
C4. Ah, he went down to hide the C4 noise, and then he's coming back up now. Yo, what is going on?
The fact that he's survived means
What is he
there are a lot of
doing?
options
Is he gonna drone him?
for plants, because you'll have that shield on the back.
This is gonna
What
be
was
a
that?
game that wins you or loses you the round.
Ah,
if
okay.
Fnatic ones are trying to attempt it, it's gonna be clearing server stairs.
Oh,
Interesting.
wow. The Nitro Cell actually destroyed the breaching charge.
I was
Did he
like
throw it
low-key
from-
pointless
yeah,
though.
okay.
Interesting. Oh, he threw it from the other hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how else would you? That must be it.
Very clever there. I like the tech from Zaka.
They're gonna rotate though.
Unlucky though. You just wasted a C4.
No enemies down there. Go fire popped, so that's gonna.
Oh.
Once that subsides, then you make the push forward.
That's bad.
C4 primed at
Holy
both the
shit,
doors.
look at the C4, bro.
How aggressive Smith can
I
be.
mean, yeah, he probably just put it up.
Might make it a little
Just to
bit
threaten
tricky to
him.
deal with anything.
A
my.
shot from Annie.
Okay.
Now he's at the
He
mercy
faked
of
running away. He faked running away.
Fuse up in close range. He brings out the shotgun. The Fuse should have the advantage if supported by another teammate.
Should.
This engagement here could very well mean the
I mean, if he
difference
pushes
between
though.
winning and losing the round for CAG. Can't go for a
Go back,
headshot
go
when
back.
he's
Ah, you got
shotgun
flanked.
in hand. But Deepek bought enough time by the bait from Smith is allowed
Yeah.
to get into position.
He's one tap,
Now,
though.
Smith with low HP will be a very vulnerable planter. So Deepek has the diffuser for now. The gas
Yo.
cans will make short work of Smith. If they
Yeah,
are
bro.
two left
Smith.
in the
If
pocket,
if they
50 seconds for
if they
Deepek.
pop a smoke
Kills here
on
If
Smith,
you take one
GG.
damage here on Smith, you're gonna get injured and die shortly after. Only 10 seconds. Last smoke pop.
Oh yeah, he has to drop hatch. That drop. Oh my god, they all pushed in same time. Oh yo yo yo. That was aura. That was aura. Nice, bro. Nice.
Claiming match points here on Bank.
That was aura, bro.
So Daffo is just finding heads though. He's making the
Damn, bro,
space
6'5".
that the teammate needs. Here's a third, comes right through onto the Mira. Daffodil.
Engage.
That's a triple kill, and MIBR Lows right back in this match.
Oh, it's about to be
Daffo and
6-6, bro.
Fiber need to be able to time this. They're on different sides of the map, but they can push in together. Daffo 15-6, waiting for this push. They don't want to go for the push too early. They can force this Monty to plant, get that defuse kit on the ground. Starts
Oh,
now
they're
with
both
30
outside.
seconds. Daffo holding
They're
the
just
angle.
holding sight. How did he get
Knows
pushed
the
out
players
of
pull
sight?
close on this
How
side
did
of
that
the
happen,
side
bro?
where They don't push for it. So now in the post plants, this
Are they
Monty's
both
gonna be
outside?
active. He can start to push back
Or
Fiber
the
and make
fucking
things
attackers
difficult.
have fight?
Just 2v1 this guy.
Daffo a little bit scared of this, willing to play the time a little bit, happy to take his space. At the same time, Momo and Perez might be dueling, but this is the fight that's going to matter the most. With the Monty, he's not able to win it. And he
Oh
Just
shit!
turn this one all around. It's Perez.
He just fucking cooked them, bro.
Momo holding it down. Momo's covering while Fiber sticks to the fuse, and he gets the pick. Perez with both.
Damn.
MIBR
Okay.
Lows clutch up in the 1v2 post
Nice
plan.
clutch,
We're
I
going
guess.
to overtime.
They almost got fucked right there, bro.
A Fnatic that
They
has
almost got
seriously
fucked right
high
there,
highs.
bro.
I'm talking, knocking out G2. I'm talking about wins over Twisted Minds. And then we've
Falcons, I think, as well. Is didn't they little bit of Falcons?
I do have them losing to Falcons.
I'm new to that. I thought they beat them.
But some pretty low lows as well. And it looks like it comes down to whether Fnatic is on their game. And they are looking so ready.
6-4.
today. This is a Fnatic that is very much inspired and looking like the better team in the server. CAG staring down 2 match points if they are not able to push overtime. That will mean going down to play an elimination bracket later today.
I want to see a wake-up call, but nobody wants a wake-up call first day of BWC. You wanna just win?
They're
do your
holding
thing,
them,
go for
bro.
I mean, what have we said?
Exactly.
CAG has failed to win a map in the last year on the
Yeah,
international
Howard,
stage.
2 angles, bro. They can't push up. Yeah.
They're up against the lowest seeded team out of EML.
He can hold it. He can hold. Just hold it, bro. Just hold it. He's gonna peek. Boom.
But Wizard is looming.
No, he's peeking the wrong side.
He's cooking something up.
He made the fucking wrong thing.
Makes his way forward.
All the timing.
Waits for his teammate.
Oh, Sharif, get out, bro. The Sharif guy hasn't gotten a kill from the 6th round, bro.
Wizards made this round his own.
Bad aim.
Traded by Zaka as DD decides to get aggressive as well. It's a retake here from
For free.
He
You still have sight. This is bad. Wait, this is bad for Fnatic, bro.
So far away from him.
Low key right here, I think this is bad for Fnatic. They still have sight. They haven't even pushed upstairs yet, bro.
So now you cannot
They still at the main entrance.
Beginning again. Everyone's downstairs if you're the attacker, everyone's upstairs if you're the defender, and they have smokes to work with here from Fnatic. They have to enable Citizen. They got Cappy smokes, 2 in pocket in the arrow of Smith, and 1 in his own pocket of Citizen. If he can find that first kill, find the way in, that can change it all. But there's 60 seconds and a clash in their path.
Yeah.
The util here from the Capital could be everything. The smoke comes through.
Okay, wait, okay.
To peek through with the glass.
Is he in the elevator or is he on the stairs? He's in the elevator, bro. Yeah.
He goes deep, doesn't realize DD is still tucked away.
He's dead. Yeah. Okay, wait. This is winnable. Aim higher. No.
As he wants to go for a peek, brings out the shield again.
Bro, come on. The zombie's right there, bro. Come on. Fuck, he's got dig down. Ooh. Fair enough, bro. They deserve it, bro. They deserve the round.
A beautiful dance back and forth there, and any
They deserve the round, bro.
30 on the clock. The attackers have so
4-2. Yo, MIBR came back. Lowe's came back, bro. Lowe's came back, bro.
1v4. He has to be huge here. He's had some big moments already today. That will start things off.
Yo, if he wins this, that would be aura.
Position to Perez just inside of Nano. No, he doesn't. Walks in, but isn't aware.
Bad aim, bro.
Will be MIBR Lowe's on their.
I mean, yeah, I would probably do the same thing, so it doesn't even matter. Whatever.
4 single windows to clear his left-hand side as well, giving him individual.
Holy kits, bro! Why are they
about
kits
20
like
angles
that?
at the same time, and he could win his individual ones.
Why is the Varel logo so big, bro?
Then he got the adrenaline. I got 1 kill.
Isn't the CAG logo supposed to be bigger? Because it's CAG, not Varel. It's CAG by Varel, not Varel by CAG, bro.
These things take over. Where maybe statistically on paper, if it was D-Pack or Assistant, a more experienced player, even that shot, you get the 2 kills. Now you hold
Match
the
point.
angle, you wait for backup to arrive so that you don't lose.
With their players.
Match
Again,
point.
brilliant shot there
Overtime.
through the secondary. It does get traded
6-6.
out. In the end, MIBR Lowe's have enough. They move to the defense now.
Yeah.
They go down to
Match
the
point.
bottom 4 bomb
Yeah,
sites
overtime
as
match
their
point.
opponents
Damn, bro.
did.
Wait.
Relatively new player. I mean, he's only been
Yo,
in the professional scene
Fnatic.
for
Yeah, bro.
about a year.
They need the round, bro.
And how many lands?
They need the round to win the game.
What, 0 lands
Exactly.
up until today. I mean, it wasn't very much of a known player before joining Fnatic. I mean, just a young gunner from the UK.
I think a console player originally, if I'm not mistaken, actually. A lot of current tier 1 talent is actually former console players.
Yeah, of course. I mean, 11 kills in his debut on LAN is incredible.
Pretty good.
Top fragging in the server. Chibisu chasing him. But like we said, for
Wizard trying to
it's
get
been
something,
players like
bro.
Anthony to
Trying to
step
get
up.
something
He had
for
a
these
big
hoes,
round
bro.
there on the clash. Even though we only found, what, 1 or 2 kills, they were monumental. They were instrumental. CAG on their defensive now, and you can see how much more passively they're playing.
on, bro.
Like, they do not want to give away an early numbers advantage like they have done so time and time again.
I love the Smith on the fuse right now. It's a very underappreciated
Right.
operator. You get hard destruction or soft destruction, smoke grenades. You get the primary.
Who's that guy?
There's a bit of utility, which is great
Left.
for bank here for the Goyo canisters.
What is he trying to do, bro? He's trying to fake the sound. So he knows he's in there. 2 row, yeah. He know. Oh, 2 rows cooked. 2 rows cooked. 2 rows cooked. No, he's not.
Back out. It doesn't connect. Could have been the moment there.
Yeah, almost, bro. Almost.
Instead, Saka will tank the 40 damage from Togepi's call going off. It's still a 5v5.
It's been 4 rounds in a row that Fnatic have found the opening
Bros
kill.
again.
CAG do not want to let that
C4.
happen. They
Pulling out the C4 again.
fight
Who is
to
that?
delay time. A
I need
C4
food.
tossed out by Zaka and by Chibisu early in the rounds, but they don't want to overcook this. Big thing here for Anaton holding the blue stairs is he has DD's support, and there is no Thatcher this time from Fnatic to counter the Echo.
There isn't. So it's a play now supported by DD. They gotta work together. If the shield just gets too close to the door, you can 3-2-1, say stun it, go for a swing pre-fire, maybe get the kill right off the rip. It's all about synchronization.
Falls back, does find the kill. No, he doesn't. A lot of damage, but not enough. And Citizen with a shotgun on the Deimos. fights Anatons's fire with fire. First kill found by Fnatic for a 5th round in a row. Now it's time to shape up for a plant.
We've seen this one before, exact same story. Fuse canister on the wall to clear some of util, breach both of the reinforced walls shortly after, and then set up for a plant. We know that there's gonna be Goyo on the board, but so does Fnatic. They're ready for it. They got Doki Pickles as well. Time that correctly, and Echo will be completely ineffective. Because they got a 5v4, they're also backstepping Garage.
This is it for Fnatic, surely. There's a backstab here from Wizard. He lands his shot against Shurip. DD and Chibisu up against the wall, and Fnatic are hungry for their first win on LAN in years. The underdogs from Europe are here to make a statement. Through into the upper bracket of the play-ins. They're gunning for so much more than an appearance here on their international stage. And look at what it means to this roster. Just a few months with 2 new players, and they've taken down the best team from Japan.
You say for a couple of years, for 6 years since last international team that they qualified for. I don't recall what happened in Rio. They probably had one victory there, right? So
not great.
But what if it didn't? But a great showcase here from Fnatic, and a slow start.
They came last in Reload, by the way.
But did they win?
They won a single match.
Oh, they won a single. Okay, so then it's not too crazy of a stat line then. But they've done it.
It's still a pretty crazy stat line, man. Still very.
It's a clinical game. I feel like it's very good to be a team. You know, you start down, making sure you can actually respond, come back, find a way through.
Yeah.
It's a very important game to not just come off too easily.
Yeah, incredible stuff here from MIBR Lowe's. We see them win out the opening game. Back to what you said, Jesse. A 4-0 round, well, disadvantage for them, really. Very rough start for this roster. They show resilience, they come back, and let's talk about that first half, though, because it was great show.
5 rounds in a row of finally opening.
Nice, guys, we won. Or Fnatic won, bro. Fuck Fnatic. Yeah. Okay. Shut up, bro. W stream, short stream. Just watch this game, bro. I'm gonna taking care of business right now. I'm gonna be taking care of business. But anyways, W stream, bro, and we're coming back tomorrow, bro. We're watching more of these games because it's that time, bro. Wildcard's winning the whole thing. So W stream, and